Right, here I am down at the West Bowl. It is May 19, 2022. Time is 5:27 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We're in the 30th week of major construction, so pushing close to the halfway point here. I don't think it's changed too much down here since I was here on Tuesday. But I'm just getting a start down here, and then I'll work my way on around to the West Paseo, see what's going on down there. But we can look here and see the progress that's been made. Still looks like they've got a lot of irrigation pipe to put down, and so a lot of stuff left to do here. Maybe by the end of this month or into June, they'll get the stage platform poured for the 360-degree stage, which is straight ahead of me there, between where the two banyan trees are standing. And then once they get that done, they can start the iron work on the 360-degree stage and move that along. All right, I'm going to pause this and move up to my stair perch. Right, here I am up on my stair perch looking down into the West Bowl. Get a little bit higher view of what's going on here. And it looks like if we look back in the distance straight ahead there, we can see the stage coming out of the Civic Lawn into the West Bowl. They may have tied those together now so that you have a continuous sidewalk running back over into the Civic Lawn area there. We can look back up here. We got this one turquoise planter area here directly in front of me, and then farther back up there's the other turquoise planter. That those will be planter areas where they'll put trees or something of that nature. Let me move on up higher here, up the stairs. See the sun starting to come up back over there in the east. So it looks like we got some activity. I see trucks back over in the East Bowl. Let me pause this and switch over to my telephoto lens. All right, here we are on my telephoto lens, 77mm iPhone lens, shooting over into the East Bowl area. You can see you got trucks and everything starting to arrive. Time now is 5:31 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, so pushing into the time frame when the construction workers will start to come on site and get going by 6 a.m. I've walked around the site a little bit. I haven't seen any signs of concrete being poured this morning, so there's no concrete crews in early doing anything currently. So, but this is what we have going here. West Bowl looking over into the East Bowl there. Sun's creeping up. So I'm just going to shoot a little bit here, and then I'm going to start moving slowly around, or rapidly as the case may be, around the AZ-88, then on back around to the Western Paseo, and we can see what they've accomplished down there. Alrighty, I'm going to finish this up here and move on around. Right, here I am headed towards the West Bowl, coming in by AZ-88. Sun's starting to pop up over there. See what's happening out here. And again, I don't think the west bowl has really changed that much since Tuesday, as far as I can tell. I don't see much difference. So I'll just scan around here briefly, but I don't think there's a whole lot of change here. So I'm going to cut this short and then move on around to the West Paseo areas and see what we got going on down there. Right, here I am down by Clayton on the Park building, shooting over the fence here. I'm behind the raised flower bed area here, and you can see down below me there, in front of me, they have started the concrete forms to set for the wall that will be around the raised flower bed here. So those concrete forms are being set up, at least what we can see from this perspective. And so I'll just pan around here quickly. I'm standing by a section of fence that doesn't have that fabric covering on it, so I can see right through the fence here into the West Paseo area. So I'm going to finish this up here and continue moving on around. Right, here I am down by the Bischoff's residence building, looking over the fence. Banyan tree directly in front of me there. You can see they piled up some lumber there, which I assume is going to be for the planter area, possibly concrete forms. Also back up in front of the Old Town Tavern here from this vantage point, you can see they poured the planter area concrete there, and they have that finished up there in front of the Old Town Tavern. So also right down here below me, they brought in a mesquite tree, so they're going to plant some mesquite trees down through here also. I believe there's at least a couple of more mesquite trees down through here. So this is what we can see from this vantage point. I'm going to stop here and continue moving on around up the West Paseo. Alrighty. Right, here I am coming down to Brown and Main. Going to look over the fence here, see what we got going on. Let's look up the West Paseo. Got a tractor right here doing something. But this is what we got going up the West Paseo here. You can see the lumber here by the banyan tree for future concrete forms, I think. And see what we got going on here in the West Paseo. So I'm going to shoot just a little bit here and move on around. Right, here I am inside the Old Town Tavern, looking over the fence into the West Paseo here. If I tilt down here, we can see the planter area that's been poured down here below us. See, they got this sort of fixed up here. So planter area is getting set up, moving along with that. So it's looking good. Got some, you can see the mesquite trees out here. One directly in front of me, one a little bit over to the left there. So still got to get the forms poured over there, the concrete poured and the forms across the way, but making some progress here. Alright, let me cut this short and move on up a little ways. Right, here I am up in the Loft area at the Old Town Tavern, shooting down into the West Paseo. And look down here below us. See the concrete forms poured up to the area here where the entrance will cut through between the two buildings. So getting that taken care of. Looks like we got a lot of activity, morning activity going on down here in the West Paseo. Guys are starting to get things lined out. Maybe do some hosing down of the dust dirt out here. Pan back around here. Starting to get a lot of stuff in the West Paseo here between the mesquite trees and the southern live oak. Starting to get a lot of plants down through here. So should be interesting when these trees all grow up and sort of start to mature a little bit. Like we might be doing some digging and dirt moving down here in front of me. Sun's starting to creep on up. Time now is 5:50 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So what we got going on from this perspective here in the Old Town Tavern. A little bit trickier for the tractors to move through here now with all the trees they got planted, it looks like. So but this is what we got going on down here. I'm gonna cut this short here, I believe, and then move on down to the A-line building, see what I can see from that area. Alrighty. Right, here I am down by the A-line building here at the West Paseo. Time is now 5:53 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Sun's starting to make its appearance down here in the West Paseo. I don't think this has changed much, other than they've poured some planter areas down there by the Old Town Tavern. This area down here below me is pretty much the same. Hasn't changed very much. So, oh, that's about the same. As we can see over here at the planter area, we can see they got the backside of the concrete forms set up there. So probably in the not too distant, maybe into next week sometime, we might see that wall poured over there, and they'll have that wall completed around the garden area. So let me climb on up the steps here, see what I can see. Looking out towards the West Bowl there. See back over here where they got these, got their forms set up. Working on getting those forms fixed up for concrete pouring in the not too distant future, I'm assuming. So here we are looking over towards the little museum. This area down here on the end is pretty much what it was on Tuesday, other than they've got these forms set up and going. This is what we got going on down here. So I think I'm going to finish this up here and then move on around towards the east end of the project and finish up there for the day, see what's happening on the east end. Alrighty, let's call this good. Alrighty. Alright, here I am down at the Civic Lawn in front of the City Hall area, shooting on my telephoto lens across the Civic Lawn into the West Bowl. I do not see much activity down here at all currently, so I'm just going to pan around here a little bit. Probably won't shoot too much here, but we can see what's going on across the area. Equipment moving around over in the West Paseo there in the distance. Straight ahead of me across the lower level of that sound barrier there. So I'm just going to pan around here kind of slowly. Yeah, a little bit slowly here. There's not much going on down here today in the Civic Lawn area currently. I'll pan around back over here towards the what in the future will be the social hub right here ahead of us, where the white truck is sitting there. And it does look like as I stand here and look back over here into the East Bowl, it looks like there's a lot more maybe some rebar put up over there for concrete forms in the future. So I'll move around that way and see if I can see what's happening over there. But there's not very much happening down here currently in this area. So I'm just going to pan slowly back around here and call this good for the day on the Civic Lawn City Hall area. Alrighty. Alrighty. This should be good for here. This is what we got going on down here. Alrighty. Right, here I am up in the, or down at the East Bowl. I've gotten back up into my old East Bowl perch. The fence wasn't shut off today down there, so I was able to get back up here and shoot. They're doing some digging, maybe putting some irrigation pipe down here alongside the sidewalk area. So see what's going on down here. Looking across here, we can see this sidewalk that was poured quite a while back now. And up there, more concrete forms going into place up there on the hill, which will be part of more sidewalk, it looks like, and possibly just some platform areas there. So I'm going to pan down through here. You see what we got going on down here. You can see down here where the sidewalk connects up with the existing stone pavers down through here. So that's how that'll look in the future, I believe, right there. Maybe they'll get more of those pavers in. They haven't really progressed too much on this concrete form here. It's pretty much like it was in the past there. So, but we are getting some stuff done here in the East Bowl. These concrete forms are progressing on up on the hill here, as I pointed out earlier. And they're getting their trench work done here for these irrigation pipes down through here. So this is what we got going on in the East Bowl. We're getting stuff done down here too. So I may finish up here. This is what we got going on down here in the East Bowl. Things are moving along. So may call this good here. Finish up here for today. A little bit of work down in the East Bowl. Alrighty. I think we'll call this good.